So let's talk about how to fix those 4 behaviors that lead to divorce. Okay, so the first one is criticism. And criticism is when you make nasty, critical, judgmental, snarky remarks to your partner. Instead of doing that, ask for what you want in a kind and loving way. Usually when we're criticizing, we're trying to tell somebody something, right? We're trying to communicate something, but we're doing it in a bad way. So instead, just ask for what you want in a gentle, kind, positive way, right? You can, instead of telling somebody, boy, that outfit is like horrendous, I don't know what you're thinking, say, sweetheart, I think that if you put the jeans with that button-down shirt, it'll be a little bit better for this wedding. Something like that, right? That's much better. Okay, contempt is the second type, the second behavior. And contempt is basically criticism on steroids. So you should never be acting with contempt in your marriage or your relationship. Contempt is basically you're worthless, you're gross, you're disgusting, you have no value, you're so beneath me, and I'm just like, can't deal with you. You should never ever treat your partner that way. Instead, you should create an environment of safety and love and support and acceptance in your marriage. And even if you find your partner doing something you don't love, even if they're doing something disgusting, whatever it may be, there's ways to look at that are more compassionate and understanding. So really work on yourself to be more understanding and patient and compassionate instead of judgmental, and then create a culture of appreciation in your marriage relationship. Okay, the third one is defensiveness. So defensiveness just means you're not even going to listen to what somebody else is saying. They're going to make some kind of complaint and you're immediately going to defend and say, no, that's crazy. That's not what I do. Here's why. You made me do it. That is not helpful behavior. So instead of being defensive, slow yourself down, listen to what your partner is saying, validate their feelings, right? And validate just means acknowledge what you're hearing that makes sense to you. Really, really listen, really validate. Try to point out what you hear that is somewhat reasonable. And even if you don't see it completely the same way, point out what sort of makes sense to you. Only after you validate somebody should you then explain why you did something. And the fourth behavior is stonewalling. So stonewalling is when you just put up this stone wall, you shut down, you refuse to talk about something, you basically check out. Don't do that. Calm yourself down instead. Try to stay present in the conversation. If you're struggling, go take a break and then do something to calm yourself down, but then come back and continue. We never ever want to shut our partners down or make them feel like they can't talk to us. That'll kill your relationship.